Hi everybody, I'm Nicky Christmas, founder of Practically PA and the EA Campus. It's lovely to have you with us this afternoon in my time for our 20 AI Tools for Assistant webinar. Now I can see that we have quite a few of you joining us, and I'd really like to know where you're from, what you're hoping to gain from the summit today, and really any AI tools that you also like. This is going to be a very interactive webinar, so I hope that you are all settled down and ready to go to look at some technology. Before we start, as I said, let me know on the chat. That it's always helpful to let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay. That's always super helpful for me. So let me know in the chat that you can do that. Also, let me know where you're from, what you're hoping to achieve from today's webinar, and also some of the AI tools that you like to use as well. And also give me a sense of how confident you feel about using AI tools. If it's something that you're really comfortable with, if it's something that slightly scares you, or if it's something that you've just completely avoided. Anna-Marie, thank you so much. Loud and clear, brilliant. I'm so glad you can hear me okay. Yeah, let me know if you love AI, if you're not sure about it, or if you are avoiding it as much as possible. So let me know while I get our slides up. We've got about an hour, and my plan is to share with you the tools that I am going to suggest that you take a look at. And then after that, we are going to have time for a Q&A as well. So while I'm running through the slides, while I'm showing you all of the different AI tools, please let me, if you do have any questions, pop them in the chat and I will try and get to them at the end of the presentation. Otherwise, save them to the end of the presentation and I'll make sure to answer any questions that you have. But while you are all saying hello, 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 I will bring my slides up onto the screen. Again, just let me know if you can see those slides okay as well. I also want to see your comments. I'm just going to shift my screen around just a little bit. Wow, it really looks like you are from all over the world. Karen is joining us from the Caribbean. That's absolutely amazing. From Dubai, from the US, we've got people from the UK. It's also just worth saying, I know I've said this to you guys for those who've registered with the webinar, but we will be recording this. It will be available for you guys to watch again. And I will also share the slides with you as well so that you can have a look through the AI in your own time. I do provide the URLs, but please don't wander off and go and have a look unless you're absolutely desperate to do so. You can have a look at the slides afterwards over the weekend if you want to, and you can look at all of the websites then. Okay, so why AI tools? This is the first webinar that I'm doing this year, and I think as many of you will agree, in today's fast-paced and ever-evolving professional landscape, the role of an assistant is more vital than ever. I think that goes without saying. But there are these incredible AI tools that are now available to us, and it is so imperative that we get to grips with them, we understand what in our everyday tasks and how they can free up time for us to do many, many other wonderful things that we do in our careers. So they are revolutionizing our workplace. I'm sure, again, let me know in the chat if you agree. I think over the last year in particular, since the launch of ChatGPT, it's just been an insane amount that we're now talking about AI and using in our day-to-day. I don't know now, I mean, it's only been a year. I don't know what I would do without ChatGPT in my business. So again, let me know in the chat if that's something that you're experiencing as well. It's revolutionized how I work, and I think it is revolutionizing how many other people work as well. And it goes without saying that these tools can really transform your toolkit. There are so many exciting possibilities, and this stuff is developing so fast. So I just want to say, whether you're a seasoned assistant looking to level up your skills, or someone who is aspiring to be in the field of an assistant, I think these 20 AI tools are going to be useful for you. I also want to say, Not all of these tools I use, I've definitely gone on and had a look at. I think they're really interesting. They're not all going to be something that you're going to want to incorporate into your toolkit. But as I said, this is really a conversation about the kind of tools that are out there for you. And some of them may spark an interest and some of them you may want to look at further. So why don't we jump into the first AI tool? Okay, so the first one that I want to mention is called feathery.io. And as I said, on every slide, I've included the URL, but please do go and have a look at these afterwards. The URL is there for you to look at. But feathery.io is a low code form builder for product teams. It allows teams to build customer developer friendly forms without having to write any code. So the main features of this product are that they build incredible forms. You can use a drag and drop visual editor, and that then also integrates into third-party apps. In terms of pricing, this product is free to use for up to 100 forms that are submitted to you per month. After that, there are paid plans starting at $29 per month. So what is the benefit of feathery.io for assistants? Assistants can use this because it allows them to build forms that are more powerful and efficient than what they could create on a traditional form builder. So as I said, there's a drag and drop editor, which makes it really easy to create custom layouts and content. And its developers, which is SDK, gives assistants the power to control how the form functions. So where would you use it? Let me give you some examples of where this can be used. So many of you are probably using forms that are already in existence, such as Google Forms. Microsoft has got a form feature. There's Typeform. There's lots of different versions of this. But what's good with this one is that you can use it to do things like build custom forms for onboarding new staff, onboarding new clients. You could use it to create forms for collecting feedback from clients or members of staff. You could use it to collect feedback, say if you've done a team away day or an event and you want to get some feedback, you could use it for that. You can use it for building appointments or some kind of booking consultation for your executives' meetings. You can create forms for creating, if you want to collect some data and you need to create a form for that. This also helps you analyze the data that comes in from the form. So this is a really powerful AI tool that can help assistants to improve efficiency and effectiveness of their work. It can help you save time by automating the process of creating and managing forms. It can help you improve the quality of your forms by giving you more control over the design and the layout. It can also give you more data once you've sent the form out into the world and you are collecting that data. It's got a really nice analytical feature. The forms are super user-friendly and engaging. And then you can also, as I said, you can also integrate it. That's not the right word, is it? You can also put it into the other workflows that you use, and you can streamline the whole process. So, for example, if you are using something like Asana or Trello, then it integrates with Featherly, and you can download all of the data that you need and maybe put it into your to-do list app or platform that you use if you have any outcomes that require tasks from the feedback that you're receiving. So let me know what you think on that one. I'd be interested to know if you are using any other form generators, or if you use forms in general and how you think you might use this. I'll give you a second on the chat to give me some feedback on this one while I move on to one that I think many of you will be familiar with. Okay, I'm just looking back at the feed from the chat that we've just had from people excited to hear more about AI. Julia said trying to use AI a little bit more. Sarah said there I use MS Forms for team surveys. So this is something that you could look at maybe to replace MS Forms, because I know this sometimes can be a little bit clunky. Google Forms in particular, I find really clunky. So maybe that's an option for you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is Canva. Now, hands up in the air if you are familiar with Canva, if you use Canva, if you love Canva like I do. Again, this is a tool that I use every day. I don't know how I would do my job now without Canva. I absolutely adore Canva. So I'm going to speak with absolutely that amount of bias because I think it's one of the best products out there. For those of you who don't know Canva, I 100% recommend that you take some time to go and explore it. It's an online graphic design platform that allows users to create professional looking designs without having any design experience. Canva's main product features include, again, very similar, a drag and drop editor, a library of templates, lots of different assets that they have. They have a huge array of features that you can use for creating anything from social media posts to presentations to posters, anything that involves some kind of graphic design. Canva will do it for you. Video editing, they have a huge amount of different features. But for a lot of you who use Canva, I'm not sure how many of you will have used the AI tools that are available on Canva. With a lot of the tools that I'm talking about today, some of them you will know about and you will use, but you won't know that they are AI powered. So Canva is absolutely an example of that. It has a ton of tools that are powered by AI, including they have something, again, I use all the time, which is a magic eraser, which allows you to remove any unwanted objects from any photos, really with a single click. They have a magic editor, which allows users to edit images by adding new elements, adjusting colors, and removing any imperfections. They have a magic writing tool, and this allows you to type in some text, and then they design how that text will look. That's a really good one. You can use that on social media captions. You can use it on a document, on a poster, on a report. It has all of that. It also has a text to image function, which is quite new, which allows you to type in what you want the image to look like, and then they will try and design it for you. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. Like anything with AI, sometimes these things can be imaginative to the point they throw up things that are quite unexpected and often not good. But again, I just want to draw your attention to the fact that Canva, which is an amazing tool, uses AI. So I guess my point is, if you're using something like Canva that is using AI, then don't be scared to go and use something like ChatGPT, because you're already using AI, and it's really just a nice, simple step to go over then and use and have a look around something like ChatGPT. So Canva is free to use for basic features, and then the paid plan is $12.95 per month. And then that gives users access to all of the premium features, such as there's more templates, there's more assets, and also the ability to collaborate with others and have a team of people using the one Canva platform. As I said, assistants can benefit from using Canva because it can help them create professional looking designs really quickly, really easily. Presentations in particular, I think, is something that assistants should really look at on Canva. It makes the design of presentations so simple. So I'd absolutely recommend it for that. You can also use it to design marketing material, quizzes, brochures, really anything, as I said, that has a design element. So again, I'm just going to have a quick look on the chat and see how everyone feels about Canva. It looks like a lot of you are already using it. Rachel's asked, is the basic Canva robust enough to use day to day versus paying for the premium? So I pay for the premium, I think $12.95. I think I pay the old price, actually. I'm not sure. I think they might have increased. But for what Canva can do and the added features, for me, it's really worth the money. If you can get your organization to pay for the upgrade, it's 100% worth it. I think the free version is robust enough for you to use every day. Absolutely would say that. But the added features are really worth it. Okay. As I said, this is a whistle-stop tour of all of these different tools. And as I said, you'll get the slides so you can go back and have a look. The next one is Otterai. Again, please let me know in the chat if you've used this before. again, it's something for me I used to use a lot. I don't use it as much anymore as I used to because I use a different product now for what I was using it for. But Otter.ai, again, is a really robust AI-generated tool. Basically, what it does is it transcribes and summarizes voice conversations in real time. So their main product features are real-time transcription. So you can plug Otter.ai into your meetings. I'm having real problems with that word today. It integrates with many different types of online meeting apps. So Zoom, Google Meet, it integrates with loads of them, and it will transcribe what is happening during the meeting. It will summarize it. It's really good. I would definitely say it's accurate. You would have to go in and just quickly, read through it and change anything, but it's really accurate. It identifies when different speakers are speaking. As I said, with the AI technology, it can generate summaries of recordings, it can highlight key points, and it can highlight any takeaways as well. It also allows you to collaborate. So again, you can be collaborating in real time. So if there's two of you writing the minutes, you can collaborate as the meeting is happening. If you're working closely with a chairman during the meeting, they can see the transcription as it's happening as well. And then it has a really good search function as well. In terms of price, it's free to use for up to 600 minutes per month. And then the paid plan starts at $19.99 per month. And then that gives users more access to features as well. So longer recording limits, higher transcription accuracy, and the ability to collaborate with others. That comes at a cost. So with this, I think it's a real time-saving app or tool that assistants can use to improve the accuracy of their notes. You can use it to make sure that when you're writing minutes that you've captured everything. You can have that working off to the side, making sure that it's got everything. And then you can be writing down the key points and the actions, and you can refer to it just to make sure you've got all of the actions. So if you aren't using some sort of transcription service in your meetings, I would absolutely recommend Otter.ai as being one of them. I think it's really useful. Again, let me know on the chat if this is something that you're using and if it's something that you might potentially want to use in future. Just to have a look there at the chat, Jilly said, how secure is this, please? So I'm assuming you're referring to Otter.ai. I would go onto the website and have a look with any of these. I guess whenever I get asked this question, I always say, check with your IT department. If there is a level of security, if you work for an organisation that requires that level of security, speak to your IT department first. I think most of these tools are robust in the sense that they have security measures in place, but always double check with your IT department. They may say that you can't use it, but again, I think it's always worth saying, if that organisation is saying that you're not allowed to use it, that's fine. It doesn't mean that you don't or shouldn't know about these tools, because if you leave that organisation, go and work for another one, and they want you to find something like this, then you've got the recommendation there. So it's always worth just keeping an eye and educating yourself on what tools are available on the market, whether or not you're allowed to use them within your organisation. Okay, I'm going to take a quick sip of water before I keep going, and I'll give you a second to have a think about Grammarly. Okay, Grammarly. Again, let me know in the chat if this is something that you've used. I have to say again, I use this every day. This is, to me, probably my number one tool in my toolkit, because my grammar and my spelling is not the best. So Grammarly is a writing assistant that helps users improve their grammar, spelling, punctuation, and style. Grammarly's main product features include the program can identify grammatical errors in your writing, such as subject-verb agreements. Let me know if you know about that. Pronouns, whether or not they're right. comma splices, all of the lovely stuff if you are into grammar. They also check all of your spelling. It goes kind of slightly above that as well, because it also checks your punctuation, your style. It rewords things for you. It makes suggestions. It starts now with the AI tool that now is available. It also is starting to recognize your tone and will suggest alternatives. So it might say, you know, do you want to be less formal here? Do you want to be more encouraging or more positive here? So it's a really great way of, you know, if you've sent off that email and someone you sent off an email to someone and you're really angry and annoyed, and you know, we've all done it, you're typing away furiously. If you then wait and Grammarly the email you're about to send, that normally gives you a second just to calm down and maybe not send the email in the first place, or at least make it sound slightly more positive, thanks to the use of the AI tool that's available within Grammarly. Now, as I said, I use this every day. I'm a huge fan. It sits on your interface. So every time that you go onto a website or you go to write in, I use Google. So every time it goes into, say, Google Docs, there's a little icon in the bottom corner that you can drag up, and it will just run through the whole document for you, correcting any errors that are in the document. So it's AI generated. It's getting better and better at kind of understanding how you write, and I really would recommend it. So again, it has a free version, which is, again, for basic features. The paid plans start at this is an interesting number, $11.66 per month. And then again, that gives you access to premium features, more grammar checks, more style suggestions. It's also worth saying that there is Grammarly for Teams. So you can buy this product across your organization. Might be something worth recommending to your executive. And it also has a new AI tool, which is called Grammarly Go, which generates text for you. So similar to ChatGPT, you can use it to brainstorm ideas, and then it will write and edit and personalize the text for you. So again, that's well worth looking at. Now, I can't wax any more lyrically about Grammarly, but please do let me know if you use it. Just had there from someone on LinkedIn saying, annoyingly, my company's blocked us from using Grammarly. Oh, for shame. As I said, maybe, you know, the next organization that you're in will let you use it, but it'd be interesting to know why they've blocked you from using it. Someone's asked, would it correct US English or UK English? It lets you select which language that you're writing in. So for me, I'm UK English, and it corrects everything into UK English. It also recognizes if you've put, say, organization spelt with a Z, but every other organization is spelt with an S, it will correct that, and it will change the one misplaced Z in the whole document and put it into correct UK English. So yeah, thanks for that question. On to the next one. Remail. So Remail is an AI-powered Chrome extension that helps users draft high-quality email replies in seconds. Remail.ai's main product features include AI-powered reply suggestions. This uses AI to generate reply suggestions that are tailored to the specific email conversation. It allows you to do one-click replies. So if the reply is simply yes, done, or thank you, it does that for you. It understands the context of the email conversation and generates replies that are relevant and appropriate. It also gives you customized AI-generated suggestions, such as the tone and style of the replies. So this is a new AI tool, and it's evolving quite quickly. Some of the additional features that are on Remail include eliminating writer's block by providing users with a starting point for their email replies. So it generates some suggestions for you. It allows you to also have multiple replies to different people receiving the email. It also integrates other productivity tools. So it integrates with tools that are already working with Gmail, so Trello, for example. So what's really useful for this one is it is going to save you time. So if you are sending lots and lots of emails, which we all are, this just helps you generate those emails quickly. It gives you ideas on what to write. It helps you with the tone. It lets you do things like send high quality replies that are tailored specifically to the email conversation that's happened before you've received the email. And it has those one-click replies as well. So if you set them up to just send a quick thank you, tailor it to how you would go about saying thank you on an email, and you can quickly send it out. So again, this one is well worth looking at. As I said, it is a Chrome extension. It has the URL there for you to look at. But there are tons of Chrome extensions as well, but this is a good one just to speed up the email sending process. I'm going to move on to the next one, which is WordTune. Again, this is similar in the sense that it's a writing assistant, and this helps users improve their writing style, grammar, and spelling. The main features of this are that it suggests ways to rephrase your writing to make it more clear, precise, and engaging. So this, I think, is used quite often for more marketing emails, for example. But what's helpful here is that you can, if you are looking at ways to get, say, colleagues to reply to your emails, I mean, we've all been there, then you can use something like WordTune to make sure that your email is engaging and is written in the right ways so that people will reply to the emails that you're sending. It has similar features to Grammarly. It has spell check, it has grammar check, it has tone adjustments, and it also, very similar to Grammarly, it integrates with other documents such as Google Docs and Gmail. So this one is, I think, is slightly cheaper than Grammarly. This one starts at $10 per month. For my attendee who has Grammarly blocked at work, maybe this is an alternative that you could try. This is going to help you improve the quality of your writing. It has lots of rewriting suggestions that can help you express new ideas or change your tone. And as I said, the main feature that I like on this one is that it suggests ways for it to be more engaging using that kind of marketing tool that's installed within it. The AI generated grammar tools, I think, should be high up on your toolkits. They are really, really helpful. So please do check those two out that I've suggested. Judy, yes, you absolutely get the PowerPoints. If you have given us your email and you've registered for the event, then we will send the PowerPoint slide to you. Okay, let's have a look at numerousa.ai. This is an AI-powered Google Sheets plugin that helps users automate repetitive tasks, generate formulas, and extract information from the text. The main product features are that they generate formulas based on a natural language description. So, for example, you could say something like, sum the values in column A, and it will do it for you, rather than you have to work out the formula. It has a text extraction function, so you can extract information from text, such as phone numbers, addresses, and dates. It has a repetitive task automation, which can do things. So a repetitive task would be something like summarizing text, formatting cells, filtering data. Once you've done it once, it will repeat it for you. It also integrates with Google Sheets, and you can use it to automate your existing spreadsheets. So I know the first question is, does this work with Excel? It works with Google Sheets. There will be, I'm sure, other plugin tools that are AI generated that work with Excel. This one I'm suggesting is for Google Sheets. The other really interesting thing about this is it integrates with ChatGPT. So you can use it to extract the data and then put it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to analyze the data for you. So you could extract, say, a load of dates, say birth dates, and then you could say to ChatGPT, can you give me a list of everybody's birthdays? That would be possible. It can also now visualize data in a variety of ways. So it can look at charts, graphs, maps, pivot tables. and it can help you make better decisions around your data. It also integrates with Slack and Zapier. So there's lots of things you can do on here if you work a lot with sheets. It's free to use for a limited number of tasks per month. And then the paid plan starts at $10 a month and gives users additional features. So this one is really helpful to save time on repetitive tasks that you find yourself using when it comes to data. It will improve the accuracy of your work, and it will streamline your processes and your workflows as well. Okay, so if you are not a fan of using data and sheets like me, Andrea, thank you. So Andrea's just come back and says it works on Excel as well. So that's fantastic. Brilliant news. So please go and have a look at this one. Super useful if you work a lot with data. I'm going to take another sip of my drink. Have a look at Rationale. Rationale is an AI-powered decision-making tool that helps users make better decisions by considering all of the relevant factors. So it will produce a really great list of pros and cons for any decision, helping users to weigh the potential benefits and risks. It also gives you a SWOT analysis for any decisions, helping users to identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats associated with the decision. It also lets you, gives you a multi-criteria analysis. So you can enter in loads of different options, and it will give you impacts depending on time, cost, etc. And it really does help take away that decision-making fatigue that many of us have. So if you have been asked to make a decision, maybe your executive's away from the office, or you've got a big decision to make on a project that you're working on, this can really help you just rationalize your decision, weigh up the pros and cons, do a SWOT analysis for you, and give you the best options available. It also lets you recommend or personalize the recommendations that you make, depending on maybe your goals or your preferences. And again, it integrates with other tools such as Google Sheets and Slack. So it can help you if you've entered some data and you want to make a decision on something, maybe a cost analysis, it will do that for you. So again, it has a free entry point limit with a limited number of decisions per month. And then the paid plan starts at $10 per month. So what I like about this is that it has really detailed analytics. So like I said, if you've made a decision about something, if you've been working on a project with your executive and you have to come up with a decision, and then there has to be some follow through on that decision, you can come into that meeting with your executive armed with the decision that you've made, why you've made it, the pros and cons of it, the SWOT analysis, the multi-criteria analysis that this feature can do. And then you can present all of this information and data to your executive, and they will be blown away by the amount of effort that you've put in to really think through the decision that you've made, particularly if you want to change a process or a procedure that takes place in your office, or you want to try and persuade somebody to kind of change something that you want to change. This is going to really help you kind of get over that finish line. Again, it just really saves time as well. If you're not sure about something, put the decision and the reasoning into this, and then that will just hopefully free up some time for you to think as well. On to the next one. Trevor. So Trevor is an AI-powered productivity tool that helps users plan their day, track their tasks, and stay focused. The main features of Trevor are time blocking, uses AI to help users block out time for their tasks so they can focus on one task at a time and avoid distraction. It has a task management tool which helps users track their tasks, set due dates so they can stay on top of their work. It has a focus mode which blocks out other distractions, helps users stay focused on their work. And it has AI-powered suggestions. So it gives you suggestions for tasks, due dates, and focus, the focus mode, so users can get the most out of the tool. It helps you break down your tasks as well, which I find really useful, because I'll have a task and I know what it is, but I know there's also 10 steps that I have to do to get that task done. But I'm quite lazy in writing those 10 steps out, even though I know full well everybody says break your tasks down into sizable chunks. I always am slightly lazy when it comes to doing that. I feel like it's one step too far. I've already written the task down. I kind of know what I have to do. This breaks it down for you. So really useful if you are slightly lazy in your productivity methods like I am. It also has a in schedule suggestion. So it suggests tasks that can be completed together, or it suggests tasks that you can put together and do on the same day. And it also gives you an AI generated action plan, which, as I said, can help users break down larger tasks into small ones. And again, it integrates with other tools such as Google Calendar, Todoist, Trello, Asana, to help you streamline your workflow. Again, it has a free access point for limited number of tasks per month, and then the paid plan starts at $10 per month. So as I said, again, this one's great for the time blocking feature. I think that's really useful for the focus mode. The AI-powered suggestions are really good. So overall, I think this is a really powerful tool that can help assistants improve your productivity and effectiveness of your productivity as well. So I would recommend you check this one out. As I said, it's got a free to use point, which is always really helpful. And then if you want to pay the extra for the additional features, you can. On to the next one. I would be remiss without including something that helps you guys with PDFs. So this chat PDF is an AI-powered tool that allows users to interact with their PDF documents as if they were human. So what does that mean? It allows the app goes in and it analyzes the PDF file. It then will index the things that are on the PDF. It will present relevant paragraphs. It can also extract information. So, for example, if you have entered something like a legal document or a manuscript or an essay, you can ask it to pull out information on, say, I don't know, say it's a staff manual and you need some information on HR practices. It can pull all of that information out for you without you scrolling through it. It also has a data visualization element. So if there is, say, maps in the PDF or charts or graphs, it can pull information out from that PDF. So a really powerful tool if you work a lot with big PDF documents. It's going to save you a ton of time rather than searching through page after page. It's free to use for a limited number of tasks, and then the paid version is $10 per month. So as I said, the thing I think is really useful, and I think all of you should be using some kind of AI-generated PDF analyzing tool, because it is such a quick way to extract information. You will find in ChatGPT, if you have it, that there are plugins available within ChatGPT that do this as well, but this is one that's external to ChatGPT. If you work with a lot of PDF documents, if your executive asks you a lot of times to look for a PDF document and maybe summarize what's in the document, this is going to save you a ton of time. Okay, on to the next one. I'm moving at a pace now because I really want to get through them all, and I also want to have a Q&A session with you. So excuse me if I just power my way through them, because you can go back in time and have a look through them as well. So resume.io is a AI-generated resume builder that helps users create professional-looking resumes in minutes. It uses artificial intelligence to analyze your skills and expertise, and then suggests relevant keywords to include in your resume. I have to say, in the States, I know you call it resume. In the UK, we call it a CV. It's the same thing. So if I accidentally say CV, you know I'm talking about resumes. It provides feedback on your grammar, your spelling, and your formatting. It will, as I said, it will analyze your skills and expertise and then suggest relevant keywords to include in your resume if you don't have them in there. It provides a bunch of templates that you can use to match the resume with style and industry. So if you're going for a more maybe potentially creative role, you might want to pick one type of template. If you're going for a job that's maybe in, say, financial services, you might want to use a different template. If you are going for an EA role and you don't mind the industry, you might want to produce a couple of different templates that you're using that you can use to try and just, you know, pinpoint and maybe use different styles depending on the industry. As I said, it's also available to check grammar and spelling and stuff as well. So the free plan allows you to create one resume and download it as a PDF. The paid plan starts at $10 per month and gives you access to more features such as unlimited resumes and different templates as well, and the ability to download your resume in a Word format. So I think the benefits of this are that you can use it to see where you're at with your resume. If you aren't job hunting at the moment, you might want to put it in there just to tidy it up a bit. It's always worth keeping your resume up to date as much as you can. It's always good being able to pull out those keywords, because we all know that your resume gets put into a piece of software when you do go through a recruitment process. So if you have those keywords in already, you're more likely to go through that part of the process and your resume continues on to the next stage. If you're not sure where to start with a resume as well, this is a great place to start. If you're new to the assistant world, or you're looking to move up to maybe from an administrative position to an executive assistant position, then again, this is a really great place to start. And then you can build and make your CV more personalized to you once you've got this foundation in place. It's just going to speed up that process. On to the next one is Ramy. This is another meeting tool that is AI powered. It helps businesses improve the efficiency and effectiveness of their meetings. It uses artificial intelligence to track meeting attendance, identify meeting bottlenecks, and provide real-time feedback on meeting performance. So this is an exciting one. If you are ever in meetings where you think it could have been an email, this is the tool for you. It has a variety of features that can help businesses improve the meeting experience, such as turn-based speaking, which allows people to then not have hey, your microphone's muted. This does it for you. It turns people on and off. It's a really great feature. It tracks attendance, which is really useful. You can send that data out to your team and they can see how many of them keep forgetting to come to the team meeting. You can name and shame if that is something that happens in your teams. It generates summaries of meetings. It provides a review of how productive the meeting was, and it generates action items as well. So it's a free plan. It allows businesses to have up to 50 participants in a meeting. And then the paid plan starts at $25 per month. And again, that provides you with more features. So this is all about making meetings more efficient, which I think is super helpful. So I would definitely recommend checking that one out. On to the next one. We have RoamAround, which is an AI-powered travel planner. It helps users create customized itineraries for their trips. It uses artificial intelligence to understand user preferences and suggest relevant activities, attractions, and accommodation within that area. It also offers a variety of features that can help users plan their trips, such as a map view, a weather forecast, and a translation tool. It has AI-powered itinerary generation, so you enter all of the details and it creates the itinerary for you. It has a map view, so users can see where their activities and attractions are located. You can use that then to say your executive is going from building to building, meeting to meeting. The map plans out the trip for them. It has a weather forecast and it has a translation tool built within it as well. So the plan, so RoamAround has a free plan that allows users to create one itinerary. And then the paid plan is again $10 per month, and that gives you unlimited itineraries, more AI-powered suggestions, and the ability to share itineraries with others. So this is really useful because you can customize itineraries to your executive's preferences. You can also translate things into the language of the country that your executive is traveling to and vice versa. I mean, if they want to communicate with locals, then they've got that translation tool there, which is helpful. You can input your executives' preferences in terms of how they like to travel, which flight they prefer, where they like to sit, and this will help you source all of those different options as well. So again, this is a real time-saving tool that I would really recommend that you check out. Super useful. We are on the home straight, guys, I promise. The next one is Fireflies. Again, this is a meeting productivity tool. This is quite new to the market, and I'm just starting to play around with this one. I like it a lot. Again, this transcribes all of the meetings. It has a bot within it, which is called Fred, that can handle summarizing the meeting's contents. It generates text, and it searches through your history to meet your queries. It's really quick. That's what I like about this one. It has that real-time translation, but the bot, you can just quickly ask the bot questions and it will find things for you. So if you're in a really long meeting, someone mentioned something an hour ago and then they bring it up again, you can quickly find that piece of information, say, oh, actually, we had already agreed to do this. It's really helpful when you are within those meetings and you just need that little bit of extra help to make sure everybody's on the same page. What else does it do? So it has searchable transcripts. It has a noise cancellation, an advanced speech recognition feature. So if you're using it within your meeting, it filters out background noises, which again can be really helpful, particularly if you've got members of staff who are in the meeting, but they're in a noisy office, they've not muted themselves, it will help with that. And then it has that speech recognition filter, so it can also pick up different people's voices and knows how many people are speaking. The free plan offers unlimited transcription. It allows you something like, I think it's 800 minutes of storage per seat. And then the paid plan starts at $10 per month. That's when it's billed annually. And then that lets you integrate with other systems as well. And then the next one is Rewind. So Rewind is an AI-powered memory tool that helps users remember everything they see, hear, or say. It uses artificial intelligence to transcribe audio and video recordings, and then it indexes the transcript so that users can easily search for and find information. It also offers a variety of features that can help users improve their memory, such as flashcards, quizzes, and spaced repetition. So it offers a free plan. It allows users to transcribe up to 30 minutes of video or audio per month. And then the paid plan is $10 per month. So where I would suggest using this is Rewind AI will help you remember everything that you see, hear, or say. Its audio and video transcription can help assistants capture information that they would otherwise forget. And its flashcards and quizzes and spaced repetition can help you improve your memory. So it also has an indexing feature that can help you find information quickly and easily. So as I said, it can help you remember everything you see, hear, or say by transcribing your audio and video recordings. It will help you memorize stuff. It will bring up quizzes if you've forgotten anything. And it can help you stay organized by allowing you to store all of your transcriptions in one place. So if you have this sitting on the back end of your computer, it's recording everything. Again, check with your IT team first if this is something your organization is happy for you to use. But it will remember it. So if you're on a Zoom call or you're doing something and you're not really listening, you're not doing that active listening stuff, we've all been there, then you can go back and check and just make sure that you did remember everything that had been said to you. Really useful if you're having an argument as well, but I won't say anything more than that. You can go back and go, yeah, that is what you said, but maybe that's more for your personal computer. Okay, the next one to mention is called Crisp. This has a similar feature that I mentioned on Fireflies. This has a AI-generated noise cancelling ability. So this again integrates with your online meeting platforms, but it takes away all of that background noise. It's a really good one because the AI within it will remove background noises so that you can focus on the conversation. It offers what's called a noise meter, so users can see how much noise there is in their environment. So again, if your executives taking a meeting in a coffee shop, they're in Starbucks, for example, they can use the Crisp app to see actually how noisy is it, and maybe they move somewhere else, or they then can at least apologize beforehand if they know there's going to be lots of noise in the background. If you're doing something like maybe not a conference call, but you're recording something that you're going to use for a video, maybe your executive's doing a podcast, you can use this just to test to see how much noise there is in the background as well. So this offers a free plan that allows users to use the app for up to 120 minutes per week, and then the paid plan starts at $12 per month. This is a really useful one, particularly if you or your executive are doing lots of recording and you're concerned about the background noise. So the next one I want to talk about is called Puzzle, and this is an AI-powered glossary that helps businesses and their customers understand complex information. So it uses artificial intelligence to extract and define concepts from documents, blog posts, and other sources of text. And then it compiles it into a search engine and glossary. And it also has a live chat widget. So why do I think this one's useful? So I think this is really useful if you are ever putting together a procedure document or manual, or you're putting together a user manual, or your organization has a lot of acronyms and really specific language. You can input all of your organization's documents. You can pull stuff off the intranet. You can put it into Puzzle, and it will provide you with a glossary of terms and condensed information. So if you're doing something like putting together an admin manual and you have a load of procedures that you want to stop being asked about, then you can use Puzzle to create the admin manual, glossary of terms, processes, procedures, and then you can give this to your team, and then hopefully they'll bother you a little bit less because they'll have the processes and procedures in front of them. As I said, this is all AI generated and it's really useful. So definitely check that one out as well if you are looking to build a glossary of information, or you work in a really complex industry where maybe you can give this glossary of terms to new joiners, for example. Okay, last but not least, we have Clickup, which I think a number of you might be using now. This is suddenly kind of come out of nowhere and is really popular. Clickup is a cloud-based productivity platform that helps teams manage their work. It offers a variety of features, including task management, project management, document collaboration, and time tracking. It also integrates with Google, Slack, and Trello. It has a couple of AI tools within it which you can use to automate tasks. So it will use its AI function to create tasks, assign tasks, set due dates, save you a ton of time. It will also provide insights similar to tasks, letting you know when tasks are overdue, when you should bunch tasks together, and when you should block out time. It's using AI much more to personalize your productivity experience by suggesting tasks that are relevant to your interests. So you can let them know, you can kind of build a profile within Clickup that you're an assistant. So it might suggest tasks that you can do and then provide you with upcoming deadlines and when to input them into your workflow. So it really does help you stay focused on track. The cost depends on the plan. The free plan is limited to 100 tasks and 100 users. The starter plan costs $5 per month, and then the business plan costs $10 per month. As I said, I've spoke to a lot of assistants over the last year that have moved away from, say, Trello or Asana and have started to use ClickUp. So again, one to take a look at if you're not happy with the productivity tool that you're using. So that, oh no, there is one more, and I'm going to just very quickly tell you about this. So there is a website, believe it or not, that is called There Is an AI for That. So you can use this as a place to go and search. If you're maybe doing a task that you find really repetitive, you can go onto there as an AI for that, and you can search, and it will bring up all of the AI tools that are available to you that will help you do that thing. So say, for example, we have a podcast, so you can say type in podcast production, and it will bring up a load of AI tools that will help you with your podcast production. So again, if you want to just delve further into the world of AI, this is well worth looking at as well. So I absolutely know that was a whistle-stop tour of all of these different AI products. The point of today really is that I don't want you to be afraid of using AI. So many of the tools that you are already using are using AI. And this really does mean that you can get out there and just test things, trial things, and see what works for you. There is so many good tools out there. So I know that I've massively run over. I did say that we would do a Q&A. I'm happy to stick around for a little bit longer if anybody has any questions. As I said, if you have registered for the webinar, I will absolutely send you out the slides so you can see it again. It does look like we've had a few glitches. So also the recording will be available. It'll be up on YouTube for you to rewatch. For a minute, I'm going to be quiet. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm open to questions. Please do fire away. I will happily answer anything that you have. I'm going to have a sip of water while I'm waiting. So Artie's asked, would there be any tools where data can be analysed in different ways if we are not good at Excel data analysis? I'll pop that one up. Oh, no, hide that one. There we go. So Artie, I have to say there are a ton of tools available for data analysis. I mentioned one called Numerousa. If you are using ChatGPT and you have the paid version of ChatGPT, then there are tons of plugins that are available for data analysis. So I am terrible at data analysis, but yeah, you can integrate them into Excel. You can upload an Excel spreadsheet, same with Google. You can ask it to look at the data and then ask it to analyze something that you want pulled out, and it will do it for you. So yeah, 100%. It's amazing what AI, something like ChatGPT, can do with data. So have a look, have a play around. What else? Oh, big version of me. Let me move myself back a little bit. Oh, can't do that. Okay, well, you've got a big version of me. I hope that's not too bad. Other questions. Rachel's asked, how do you keep track of all of the tool subscriptions being used? What medium do you use? I use a really simple tool called pen and paper. So I should do a session one day on the toolkit that I use for Practically Perfect PA, but I really do just have a list of everything that I use. So for me, I use Trello, I use ChatGPT every day, I use Canva every day, I use Grammarly every day. The more you use these things, the more you remember that you have them. What I would say is don't chop and change. Find the tool that works for you and try and stick with it. Because what happens is these tools are moving at such a fast pace. So if you take, for example, Trello, it has new features all the time. ChatGPT is rolling out new features all the time. So try and stick with something for a year minimum. Try and really understand the tool. Make sure you're making the most of it, and try not to chop and change, because that's when you're going to lose time and productivity as well. So someone's asked, what's the best AI tool for task management? I think it really depends. There are some really great ones that I've suggested on here. I know a lot of people are also using Notion now, which I haven't mentioned. There's also Monday.com, there's Asana. There are a lot of different versions of task management tools out there. A very simple one is Todoist.com, which a lot of people really like. As I said, find one that works for you. That's my one piece of advice. If you just need a simple to-do list, Todoist is great for that. If you need some collaboration or you want something a little bit more detailed, Trello I really like, but it's what works best for you. Sherilyn has asked, do you have a top 3 that you personally use? So for me, I would say top 3 are ChatGPT, I would say Grammarly, and Canva are probably my top 3 that I use every day. I really like Rema as well. I've just started to integrate that. It really helps with just speeding up email processing. I really like that I can send out pre-templated emails. So if it is a simple thank you, then I've got that templated in it and it can just go out. So that's another good one. But yeah, top 3, ChatGPT, Grammarly, Canva. So what would, Lauren's asked, what would be the best tool for office manager handling projects such as office refurbishments? Lauren, if you are doing an office refurbishment, God bless you. I've done office refurbishments. They are not easy. I've never had so much office politics to deal with when it comes to an office refurb. So yeah, I would say the number one thing for an office refurb is to have something that integrates and has collaboration tools within it, so that you can have your team members who are dealing with the office refurb or any project working together on one space. Trello is really good because you can lay out every task in a board and you can work your way through them. You can allocate tasks. There are so many different task management systems out there that do that. So if there is one within your organization that you are using and everybody's already using, maybe just make sure you make the best of that, because with something like an office refurb, you just need to make sure everyone's on the same page and that your stakeholders are aware of everything that's going on. Let's have a look at another one. Is there any tools such as assessment test results that can help me make the decision in hiring someone on behalf of the management decision? I don't know of anyone. That's where I would put in, is there any AIforthat.com? I would use that website to have a look. I think the decision-making tool might come in quite handy there. You could also try it in ChatGPT as well. You could upload the CVs and then you could say to ChatGPT, can you tell me, based on these CVs, which or these assessment results, which would be best placed to fill this position? See what they come back with. That might be quite helpful, at least to give you an idea and give you some kind of groundwork on the decision-making process. But not off the top of my head, I don't know anything around that one. Shillin's just asked, how can we find good prompts for ChatGPT or ways to best utilize it as an EA? So we have a digital assistant course which provides you with which provides EAs with prompts for ChatGPT. I will send you the details of that outside of the webinar. There are absolutely tons of templates and downloads and things out there to help you get better with your prompts. I would really suggest that you do a little bit of research. For me personally, obviously with Practically Perfect PA, we do a lot of marketing. So I've just gone and researched on Google great marketing prompts to use in ChatGPT, and I found that really helpful. There is so much work being done on prompts. I think it's a really interesting space at the minute. I think definitely now you've brought it to my attention, it's something that we could do for EAs as well. So leave that with me. But if you're desperate, we have a digital assistant bootcamp, which has a download within it, which are prompts to use in ChatGPT for assistance. Sarah's just asked, absolutely, absolutely. All of this comes with a caveat to check with your IT department before using any of these on your work computer. Obviously, some organisations are incredibly stringent in their security measures, rightly so. Others are less so. So please do ask before you use any of these. Okay, well, just 2 things before we wrap up. I know my time is coming to an end. Sorry, I've just Julie's just mentioned the digital assistant. I will talk to you a little bit more about that. So 2 things to mention. We have a Tools and Tech virtual summit coming up in March. If you have not been to a Practically Perfect PA virtual summit, I really recommend you check that out. Our virtual summits are full-day online conferences, which start at £60 for the summit, £80, I think, for 80. Let me just double check the prices. So £60, 75 US dollars, 70 euros for a full day's worth of training. It's 10 sessions. The one in March is for tools and tech. So if you do want to develop your tools and tech skills, please do come along to this. It's so cost effective and we always get really wonderful feedback. So sign up to that in March. It's on the 14th. We also have a digital assistant bootcamp course. Again, it's really well priced. It's $190, £150, 180 euros. We update it all the time. Here's the link. I've just added it to the chat. We update it all the time. So we're always putting new sessions on there, but it's effectively an online course. We cover AI, Google, Microsoft, and a whole load of other things relating to the digital world and how to operate within it as an assistant. This is one of our new courses and I love it. We've had such great feedback on it. And as I said, the beauty of this course is that we update it quite regularly. You have lifetime access to it. So you can constantly come on and update your skills as well. So that is the Digital Assistant Bootcamp. If you go into Practically Perfect PA, if you've not seen the link, just go into our online courses and it will be there. Okay, well, I know for me it's Friday afternoon. For some of you it's Friday morning, but it is Friday. So I will let you go. Please enjoy your weekend. If you do have any questions, please feel free to email me. It's nikki@practicallyperfectpa.com. I'm always happy to help. And I will get those slides over to you, if not today, then on Monday. But for now, please have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. And I will be back with you soon. Take care.